Welcome to qnawire.
We begin this question by calculating the average squared position. So we are calculating x squared average. This is equals to the integral dx of x squared times the probability distribution, which is psi n squared in absolute value. Then we just have to plug in the psi n expression to expand this integral. This gives us the following. This is equal to the integral from 0 to L, which is the width of the well. So 0 to L again, dx x squared times 2 divided by L times the sine squared of n pi divided by L times x. Then we can put this factor of 2 divided by L outside, so we are left with 2 divided by L times the integral from 0 to L dx x squared times sine squared of n pi divided by L times x. Then we can identify n pi divided by L as the a in this integral that we have found in the table. The result is the following. X squared average is equals to 2 divided by L times x squared, x to the third divided by 6 minus x squared divided by 4 times a, so 4 n pi divided by L, but the L comes up because this is a fraction of a fraction, minus 1 divided by 8 times a to the third, so n to the third, pi to the third, and up here L to the third, times the sine of 2 times a times x, so 2n pi divided by L times x, minus x times the cosine of 2 times a times x, 2n pi divided by L times x, divided by 4 times a squared, which is n squared, pi squared, and L squared up here. And this is from 0 to L. Then we continue the calculation. So you get the following. X squared average is equals to 2 divided by L. Now we'll plug in the values when x is equals to L to get L to the third divided by 6 minus L to the third divided by 4 n pi minus L to the third divided by 8 n to the third pi to the third times the sine of 2 n pi times L divided by L minus L times the cosine of 2 n pi divided by L times x, L squared divided by 4 n squared pi squared, and then we plug in the 0. So 0 to the third is 0, so there is no first term. Then we have a 0 here, so no term at all. Then we have this contribution, which will be minus L to the third divided by 8 n to the third pi to the third. So a minus sign from here, the expression, another minus sign from the expression, and there is an extra minus sign because we do the integral at L and then evaluate at 0 and subtract both of those results. And this is multiplied by the sign of 0 minus, then we have x equals to 0, so there is no other term. And note that the sign of 0 is 0, so there is this term is equal to 0. So it's much simpler than we were thinking. Now note the following. There is a simplification here, and the sign of 2 and pi is also equals to 0. So this is equals to 0, which makes this whole term equals to 0 too. Then we have this other term, which is 2 and pi divided by L times L. This is a simplification, and the cosine of 2 and pi is equals to 1. So we are left with 2 divided by L times L to the third divided by 6 minus L to the third divided by 4n squared pi squared. Then it is equals to, there is a simplification of L's and a simplification of the 2. So we get L squared divided by 3 minus L squared divided by 2n squared pi squared. Finally, we can write it as x squared bar being equals to L squared times 1/3 minus 2n squared pi squared under 1, and that's it. Now we proceed to make a sketch of a graphic of x squared as a function of n. We begin by noting that x squared is equals to L squared divided by 3, which is a constant, minus L squared divided by 2 pi squared, which is another constant, times 1 divided by n squared, which is the only term that isn't a constant. So the graphic of a constant is just a straight line. So a sketch would be this. And here we have x squared bar. These will be in red, and this other term will be in blue. So the red term is a constant value. So say here, for instance. Then from this constant value, we have to subtract a function. And this function is equals to an infinite value, an infinite negative value when n is equals to 0. And then it grows up. It grows up a lot until it is equals to 0. So all we have to do now is consider this difference, because we have a difference between the red line and the blue line, and this is our graphic. So you see that this difference is minus infinite in the beginning. Then it gets closer to being positive. Then it gets positive and constant. So it tends to a constant value. So the sketch of our graphic is the following. This is n. This is x squared average. And now we have a very, very large negative value, which tends towards a constant positive value. And what is this constant positive value? Well, it is L squared divided by 3, because the second term tends to 0 as n tends to infinity.